Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to Auntie's kitchen, and in this week's video we're going to be making some German pork schnitzel and we're going to serve it alongside some crispy potatoes and coleslaw. German schnitzel is a very thin slice of meat that's been tenderized and then coated in breadcrumbs so that they become nice and crispy when cooked, and always served with a slice of lemon. It's incredibly delicious and actually easy to make. So let's get cooking. Traditionally, a potato salad will be served with a schnitzel, but my husband being from Germany's second favourite food with a schnitzel is crispy potatoes, so that's what we'll go with today. The potatoes are going to take the longest to cook, so cut them in half and then into quarters, and then place them into your salted water and onto your stovetop to cook for about 15 minutes until they soften, which is going to give you time to prepare the other ingredients. You can serve any vegetable with the schnitzel, but as you've seen in the thumbnail, we're going to make a very quick, crunchy, fresh vegetable coleslaw, which really complements the schnitzel and potatoes, and my favourite part, it's easy to make. For a simple coleslaw recipe, slice up some red cabbage. You can use a KitchenAid as I've shown you in other videos, but today we're just going to use a knife as it's not only quick, but it also saves on washing up. To this add some grated carrot, then chop up some green onions, and don't forget to use some of the green part as well. Not only for flavour, but this brings some wonderful vibrant colour into your coleslaw. For the sauce, just under a tablespoon of honey mustard with 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and if you want to keep it healthy, then you could substitute and use yogurt instead. Then the juice of half a lemon, and remember I've mentioned before, but a quick tip to get more juice out of your lemon is to roll it before you cut it. Then just get this all mixed in together. If you're new here, welcome, my name's Amanda. I'm just a home cook from Britain and I love sharing delicious food, and as my husband's from Germany, I'm going to start dropping in the occasional German recipe as well as the British classics. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. To season your coleslaw with salt and pepper, get that mixed in and then cover it and place it in your refrigerator until you're ready to use it later on. Once your potatoes start to get soft, drain them of water and place them into a large bowl. Season with some pepper, we'll salt them later on, and then cover with a generous amount of oil. I like to use avocado oil. Give them a toss in your bowl, then spread them out on your oven tray and place them into a very hot oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and we're going to turn them halfway through until they are golden and crispy. For extra juicy schnitzel, you want to tenderize the meat, not only for flavour, but this will also ensure that it cooks evenly. Use a boneless piece of pork, then with a meat hammer or a rolling pin, flatten until you have about 1/4 of an inch in thickness. If you're tenderizing large pieces of pork schnitzel, I recommend covering with cling film first, but on smaller pieces, I don't bother. For the crispy coating around your schnitzel, you can use breadcrumbs or some Panko breadcrumbs. Whisk up an egg, and then in your third bowl some flour, season with some salt and pepper and some paprika. I like to use 2 different types of paprika. One is regular and the other has more of a zesty flavour. In a large frying pan, just cover the bottom with some oil and get this heating up. You can cook your schnitzel in butter, but I personally prefer to use oil. And at this stage you can quickly check your potatoes, turn them over, and then let them finish cooking for about 15 minutes until crispy and golden. And if you like eating roast potatoes, I'll leave a link in the top corner for another delicious recipe. For the perfect German schnitzel, I would like to give you my top 2 tips. Number 1, you don't want to compact the breadcrumbs into your schnitzel. Just place it into the breadcrumbs and simply sprinkle over the top, and this is going to ensure that you have extra crispy schnitzel. And my second top tip for you is once you've made your schnitzels, you don't want them sitting in the breadcrumbs for too long, otherwise they're going to become soggy. So as soon as you've prepared your schnitzels, be prepared to cook them immediately. You've seen me doing this lots of times before, but 2 quick ways to check if your oil is ready is to either stick a wooden spoon in or to drop some of your breadcrumbs in and look for bubbles. So your oil is up to temperature, then just place the schnitzel into the pan away from you. Don't overcrowd the pan or this is going to bring down the temperature, so you might want to cook your schnitzel in batches depending on how many you want to prepare. Because they're so thin, the schnitzels don't take long to cook, and depending on the size, about 4 to 5 minutes each side. You'll see me in the video, I like to keep turning them to ensure I get that even golden colour. Once cooked, place them onto a wire rack to drain off any excess oil, then repeat this procedure until all of your schnitzels are cooked. Once your crispy potatoes come out of the oven, season with some salt and garnish your schnitzel with some lemon and parsley, and you're ready to feast. So here we have a delicious German pork schnitzel, or as they say in Germany, Schweineschnitzel. I hope I said that okay. Crispy on the outside and, as you can see, juicy on the inside. And for the perfect taste, make sure to squeeze a generous amount of lemon over your schnitzel before eating. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.